Good morning and happy new year. It is officially the 1st of January and I'm picking up the camera because I've had all this lovely time off for Christmas, Twixmas. It was New Year last night and it's the 1st of January and I just had the urge to pick the camera up again. I actually didn't plan to pick the camera up again today, but I just have this urge, and I feel like maybe the time off made me realise that I just love vlogging for the fact that it's like a journal. It's very therapeutic for me and enjoyable for me to make videos. I find it's so integrated into my life that when I don't do it, I almost feel like there's something missing, and yeah, it helps me to get motivated to do stuff, and I just really enjoy it. So I've just missed it and I wanted to pick the camera up spontaneously today. I'm just running myself a bath. I hope you all had the best Christmas or holidays, the break, the time off. It was so nice. We hosted Christmas this year. Maybe I've got some videos and some pictures. If you don't follow me on Instagram, I did share a sort of little bit of a highlight. So I'll put some stuff here. I'm coming to you looking pretty bedraggled. I just got back from my sister and brother-in-law's house because we went there last night to play some board games, and I just have stayed in my pyjamas because I got out of bed, we had breakfast and came home, so I haven't got out of my pyjamas because I wanted to have a bath. And my hair is like in that awkward phase where it doesn't need a wash, but also, well, I'm gonna wash it because it's the new year. I wouldn't normally wash it, it's only been like 3 days, but I'm gonna wash it. But we had a brilliant Christmas. See, I'm already getting waylaid in my chat with you. It was a lovely Christmas we hosted, and there were 6 of us in the daytime and then 9 of us later on. So it was a full house and it was lovely. It was very relaxed. Boxing Day we watched films, ate delicious food, drank sparkling wine, played games, watched movies, you know, the usual stuff. And then in between I have just been on the sofa, and most years I actually don't really do that as much as I have this year. I think most years I do more, like I'll go out for walks, or I'll tidy up, or I'll do some sorting, or I'll like do some, I don't know, journaling or reading. And actually I think this year I was obviously very tired because I have literally just been on the sofa every day watching Vanderpump Rules. I've not even been watching holiday films. I just got so hooked on it, and I'm much better now actually noticing my body's cues, and that was definitely a message for my body to say just chill out. Like I didn't even have the urge to do stuff, and I think that's a win for me because Maddie in years of the past would have been mad that I was feeling that way and would have fought against it to try and be productive. But I'm now feeling great come New Year's Day because I think I've had so much rest, which is wonderful. So I just feel like freshening up today, having a bath, doing a bit of a reset. If you're in the same mindset, maybe you've already done a reset. I'm not sure when I'll upload this video. I may as well upload it tomorrow because maybe you're in the mood for the same. I'm going to take the decorations down, or some of them. Maybe I'll carry on tomorrow. And I'm just approaching the new year with a different mindset. In the past, I was very like, 1st of January, everything has to change. I have to set these rules. I have to set New Year's resolutions. And this year I just don't have that same urge. I almost have the opposite urge to be like, I'm just gonna set myself some really lovely intentions and have like a word of the year and just try and, I don't know, be more gentle on myself. And I have that urge this year, which I think is a really positive sign that I'm healing and getting better, and like, I don't know, it's like a nice feeling to think that way. There are a few things I definitely want to do this year. I'll talk about that later. I think that I want to have a bath and maybe just do a little bit of journaling, and there's no like, I don't know, big deal behind it or me setting these insane goals, where I used to like set a goal and really break it down as if I'm like a business or something, and it's like, I'm a human being. So I'm just not gonna do that this year. I already have in mind my word for the year, but I'll write that down later and just sort of go through some things I want out of the year. Thanks for sharing Vlogmas with me and for getting my cookbook. That was a huge highlight of this Christmas season. My cookbook came out on the 28th of December. If you haven't already grabbed it, leave a link down below. Obviously it was available to pre-order for a long time, which I was highlighting a lot, but now you can just order it and it'll come tomorrow. You can get it in Waterstones, you can ask your local bookshop for it, and you can get it on Amazon. So yeah, go check it out, get my new cookbook, start Veganuary, because it's the first day of Veganuary actually. That's a very good point. I might make a post on Instagram about that because it's the 1st of Veganuary, and if you are looking to go vegan this year or just incorporate more vegan food, or do Veganuary and then like from Veganuary just eat more vegan food, whatever that is, whatever the case, go get my book because it's going to be very helpful for you. The book was created with that intention, to be very easy, accessible, normal. I'll put some reviews on screen because some people have already been sending me how much they're appreciating that the book is accessible, and they're saying to me that actually like I can actually see myself making these recipes. There's not some weird ingredients, it's easily labelled, and I can immediately put these on my meal plan for the week because it's doable, which is exactly the point. That's the type of feedback I want. It is not a cookbook for experts or for people trying to like, I don't know, do anything extreme or follow kind of like more extreme versions of veganism or find these kind of health food ingredients. It is basically to make veganism easy and delicious and fun. That is the point. And it's not just exclusively for 100% vegans, it's for everybody. That is the goal. That is the long-term goal. So go check it out if you haven't already. And it was very exciting over the Christmas break to see all of your photos of the book. So if you have the book, take a photo on Instagram, tag me, and if you make some of the recipes, take a photo and tag me. I'd love to see it. But I'm gonna have a bath. Let me show you what I'm gonna use in the bath. So this was sent to me a while ago. Grace Cole, soothing bath and shower gel, made in England. I did order some Lush stuff a couple days ago, some bath bombs and bubble bars, so hopefully they'll arrive soon because I've just run out. And then I've been using this Soap & Glory Peach Please body scrub. I think recently Soap & Glory became cruelty free where they weren't before. As far as I'm aware, I think I bought this, or if they sent it to me. This is a lovely body scrub. It smells delicious. It smells like peach. Well, I think that's what it says. Yeah, Peach Please. It's very delicious smelling. I've got my Lush Snow Fairy candle, which is near its end. I literally light it every time I have a bath and it smells glorious. And then because I've actually just run out of my Aveda shampoo and my, it wasn't an Aveda mask. I think it was a Bouclem mask actually. But I've gone into my drawer and I'm going to try and use up some of these ingredients that have been sitting there for a while that I've put to the side. So I think I just swapped these and then I just forgot about them, even though they're really nice. This is the Bouclem Curls Redefined Hydrating Hair Cleanser, and then their Scalp Exfoliating Shampoo. So obviously different purposes. I think I'll use both. So I'll exfoliate my scalp, then I'll cleanse my hair. I actually don't have any conditioner. So I'm just gonna use this Rhyme and Reason Quench and Curl leave-in conditioner and leave it on as like a mask and then rinse it off, and hopefully it will do the job. And I'm also gonna put some Epsom bath salts in the bath and have a lovely soak, wash my hair, get out of the bath, feel fresh, and just do a bit of de-Christmasing. Are you the sort of person, I want to know, that takes Christmas decorations down? I see some people doing it on Boxing Day. I think that is madness because it's just started, Christmas. I like to take them down on Christmas Day or Christmas Eve. Not Christmas Eve, sorry, New Year's Day or New Year's Eve. I swear last year, no, it's usually New Year's Day because I feel like it's a fresh start. But I was speaking to my sister and brother-in-law and they were like, you're mad, why are you taking it down? Don't be such a Scrooge. Like, this is the start of Christmas. Christmas is still happening until like the 6th. And I'm like, no, in my mind, Christmas, I start Christmas early, like in November, like from November the 5th, I'm like, Christmas. And then as soon as the new year hits, I'm like, that's done. Christmas is over. Everyone's gone home. I don't want to watch Christmas films. I don't want to listen to Christmas music. I want to start the new year fresh and feel like it's like a new beginning. But let me know which side you're on. When do you take your Christmas decorations down? When do you feel like you're over Christmas and you're moving into the new year? It's probably my impatient, kind of fast-paced nature that makes me want to kind of get everything out. But yeah, I might go into the attic tomorrow. I might just take everything down today and then do it bit by bit, because I feel like that is the mindset I want to take into 2024. Is I don't have to do everything quickly, I don't have to do everything at once, it can be done piece by piece, and then that will keep my peace. So let's have a lovely laugh, lovely bath, and if you haven't hit that subscribe button, then do that now, because we've got a lot of fun stuff to come this year. A very fun month. It's my birthday month. It is kind of my book launch month because the book came out at the end of December and it's all the events and fun things happening this month. And I'm doing dry January, and it's just, yeah, it's going to be a good time. This year is going to be lots of wonderful things that I'm looking forward to, and I think I'm going to try and upload 3 times a week. We'll see how that goes. Maybe I'll just do 2 times a week, and then if I do a bonus, I do a bonus. Anyway, let's get in the bath. Oh, that was beautiful. Oh, I feel so refreshed, honestly. I think that in 2023, baths became one of my biggest, like, well-being habits. If I'm stressed and I have a bath, it immediately calms me down. I'm sure there's something scientific behind that, because it kind of regulating your temperature and calming your muscles, which then makes you feel calm. And actually before 2023, in 2022 as well, it was one of my things that I used to do to feel relaxed. I just absolutely love the feeling of pampering myself. You just feel so clean, and, you know, moisturizing afterwards. It's just like the ultimate habit for self-care and to show yourself that you love yourself, because I feel like a shower, it's like in and out really fast. I just feel so much better. And I'm gonna rough dry my hair. What am I gonna use on my hair? I swear, like, the products I have just never run out. I've had this Olaplex number 6. I feel like ever since I started dyeing my hair, my hairdresser recommended it, which I feel like must be at least 2 years or something. We're getting down to the end. I have to open it to get it out, which is weird because there's quite a lot in there, but the squeezy part doesn't really work, and you really don't need very much. I think that's why it lasts so long. She used to say to me about a chickpea sized amount. So I'm just gonna put that through the ends of my hair, and then I'm not sure, can't decide whether to wear my hair curly or whether to blow dry it straight. I think I'm gonna just rough dry it wavy and let it do its thing. I'm gonna use a bit of curl cream, which is the Bouclem one, which feels like it works because I use that to wash my hair. Only a tiny amount because I have wavy hair, so I literally use like tiny amount. It smells beautiful. And then I'm just gonna use some of the Charles Worthington Volume Bounce Body Booster Mousse. The reason I like this one is because you can get it in Boots. I know that Charles Worthington is cruelty free, and it's just like a easy one to get. I've used it for years now, actually. About that much, like a scoop. And then I'm gonna use my Tangle Teaser. I think that this is I think it was one that was made from recycled materials, but it's basically the only thing I brush my hair with. I'd love to hear what you did over Christmas, or if you have any like resolutions, like let me know in the comments. I feel like it's quite nice to sort of unload thoughts. If you've had a difficult time, if you're having a good time, if you're feeling positive about the new year, just like let me know what we're all feeling for 2024. I personally am feeling quite excited. I feel like it's going to be, I feel like after years of figuring myself out, I feel like it's going to be the year where I can actually implement a lot of the stuff, because I feel like you can go through tricky times with your mental health or knowing yourself or learning yourself, and it can be a process where you're going through it and then you work on yourself and then you truly understand it. And I feel like that is what 2024 is going to be for me, where I truly understand it now and I can just properly implement it and not let other things get in the way. And I think that that's how 2024 should hopefully go for me. We will see. But that's the vibe I'm feeling. Yeah, I feel like more calm. I don't have this sense of panic or urgency, and I feel like I'm just kind of in the mood to do what I want to do, especially like with my job and social media. Just, you know, embrace what I enjoy and forget the rest. I clipped my hair up, and I thought I would quickly show you some of the things I got for Christmas, because I got some cute presents this year. First thing I got, which I'm so excited for, was a birth chart from my sister and brother-in-law, and it's an astrological birth chart. I've been reading it. It's from Natural Matrix Therapy, and I'm going to read it. I want to learn more. I find astrology really interesting. So yeah, it basically goes into far more detail than just saying you're an Aquarius or you're a rising. I'm an Aquarius, Libra ascendant, so there's my Aquarius information. Ascendant in Libra, midheaven in Cancer. I noticed there's so much Capricorn in my chart, and I am right on the cusp. I was born at 7 minutes past midnight, I think. Is that what it says? Because my mum would have given Charlie all this info. So I was born at 7 minutes past midnight on the 21st of January. So that makes me a cusp for Capricorn Aquarius, and it's interesting because as much as I think an Aquarius is definitely my star sign and I relate to it a lot, there's lots of things in Capricorn I look at and I'm like, that really does apply. And there's Mercury in Capricorn, Venus in Sagittarius, if any of you are budding astrologers, Mars in Capricorn, Jupiter in Virgo, Saturn in Aquarius, just lots of these things. More Capricorn, Scorpio, Leo, Capricorn, Aries. And so yeah, my 3 signs are Aquarius, Libra, Leo. So moon sign Leo, ascendant Libra, star sign Aquarius, which I feel like sums me up quite well because they all apply whenever I read it. But I've been really enjoying reading that, and I don't use astrology like a thing that I like predict the future or live my life by it. It's more something that's just very interesting. I feel like when I'm reading that, it's like giving me awareness of who I am and how I can be and my strengths and weaknesses. I've got loads of books this year. The one that I've just started reading is Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow, which is really good so far. We've got the Vegan Recipes from India, Zika, and this is just mine and Alex's dream, and I'm so excited for that. I think my sister and brother-in-law got me this, The Story of Art Without Men by Katie Hessel. I'm so excited for this. I did art history at university and it is extremely male dominated, so this is going to be a really lovely flick through read. Just like, I feel like this is the sort of thing I'd pick up in the morning. I'd love to try and swap my kind of maybe scrolling with doing a bit of reading in the morning, and it can be more light-hearted or whatever I'm craving. I think this was from my mum and dad. This is Heirloom Plants, and this is a complete compendium of heritage, vegetables, fruits, herbs and flowers. I do apologise, my husband is hoovering right now. Growing the Past, Saving the Future by Thomas Etty and Lorraine Harrison. So I think this is basically a breakdown of all the different fruits and veg, information about them, about tools, and I really do want to grow a lot more this year. Last year I feel like was my first year of giving it a go. We had loads of Brussels sprouts for Christmas and that was very impressive. I was actually so impressed with myself. We had loads of cabbages, there's still veg in the garden, lettuce, onions, spring onions, potatoes. Like I really did do really well, but we were having our patio done, so I kind of let it go to the wayside, and this year I really want to get into it more properly and take it slowly, not put so much pressure on myself, and just enjoy the process. I think last year I was still kind of in that mindset of having to do it all, and I just want to approach it more relaxed this year, so this will be helpful. Here, I've got so many books, it's crazy. So this is, I think my sister got me this one, really good actually, by Monica Hasey, and I think she found this in Charity Shop, she said, and she said she thought it looked really good, so that looks like one I'm going to enjoy. Let me know if you've read this. Then this was kind of a random one, but my mum said she saw an interview with James Blunt, thought he was hilarious, and this book was recommended. Loosely based on a made-up story. I'm not like a James Blunt person or like a fan or anything, but I just think it's loads of, I guess, stories about, it seems about different people or different moments in his life. And yeah, she said that he's very funny and witty, and she thought that we would both enjoy it. So I think she got one for my sister as well. This I think was from my sister. It's a beautiful painting of a place near me called St Earth, and it's on the back it says St Earth Church, beautiful little Cornish churches tucked away in the countryside, Dawn's Picture Gallery in Hale. I think she got this, and this is going to be a great one to add to all the different pictures we have around the house. That's one of the things that we're going to do in January, is hang all the pictures we've got, because I've collected them, and we should finish the hallway and put some pictures up in the hallway and the living room, in the bedrooms, and just kind of get it all situated. This is kind of random and practical, but Alex got me some new headphone covers because mine are falling apart. And then the thing you're sitting on, actually, this is a beautiful necklace. I'm actually going to put it on, from Alex Munro. If you watched Vlogmas, then you saw we visited this shop in London and I fell in love with it, and Alex took note because we were just like, oh wow, because it's basically just jewellery I've never seen. It's so unique, and I've actually got this tangled. Shoot, I'm going to try and untangle it while I talk to you. Everything was so unique and nature based. So this necklace is mushrooms. I think it's got tangled because I took it off one of the evenings and just popped it in the box and didn't close the clasp, which was silly of me, but I probably had a few wines and just took it off. But yeah, just such a beautiful shop, and I'm definitely going to be a repeat customer because I just loved all of the things. It's very like fantasy, nature, She had gorgeous rings that had like, they almost look like the Tiffany rings that are leaves, which are very expensive, but I just thought her jewellery was so, so unique. And this is mushrooms. Can you all know I love mushrooms? So let me show you it on. I'm just doing the final little untangle. So you can see it's a little circle with mushrooms inside. And I just thought how thoughtful, because I was in that shop and he was there and I was saying how much I loved it. I definitely hinted. I was like, Alex, if you need a present, then this is where to go. So let me pop this on. I will show you what I got Alex as well, because it's going to go up in our house. Is that on? Yes. The only thing is I think I might see if they do a longer length. They might not, but I have quite a wide neck. Do you think that's the right? No, actually that's fine. Actually, it's supposed to sit in that spot there, isn't it? Let me just move you. Oh no, here's one random present. This is a little thing that I think Alex's dad and brother got for like all of us, because we all live in the countryside. It's a little thing to scrape your boot with, to take your boot off when you come back from a walk. We used to have one in the ground. My sister fell over it though, and it was in a really dangerous spot. So this is perfect. So if you've been on a walk and your shoes are muddy, you can use this to lift your shoe off. I actually didn't put these presents away because I was like, I may as well show you. I got some St. Evil candles from my father-in-law, brother-in-law, and oh my gosh, it smells so lovely. So it's just like a whole gift set essentially of loads of candles. And I think they must have noticed that I have terracotta pots around my house, but these have got candles inside them, and that's so good because I can keep these afterwards. And then these are scented little tea lights, all like scented small ones, and then these are scented tea lights. And then we've got this one which can sit inside like a holder, and then just their normal ones. But lavender is one of my favourite scents, and it smells heavenly, so I can't wait to light those. The main present I got from my parents, for me and Alex, was a record player. I hadn't said to them this was something I wanted, which I think makes it that much more special, because I think they were just being very thoughtful, thinking like, this is a really cool idea. Or maybe I have mentioned that I'd want one, maybe they just know me. But they just obviously thought it was a very cool idea, so they got us a record player. I think they were saying how you can connect it to your speakers, so if you've got like Sonos, you can connect it up, and I like the way it looks, very sleek but also kind of vintage. And we're going to pop this in the garage so that we can enjoy music in there, and maybe that's something that we can incorporate this year, is going in the garage listening to some music, because I do that sometimes by myself and it's a really fun thing to do. And they got lots of vintage LPs. I think some are from their own collection, some are from eBay. This is Queen, the game. Queen was like my favourite growing up. Me and my sister just absolutely loved Queen. And then Hotel California, which has beautiful artwork. I'm going to create a shelf in the garage for all these and start a collection. Ariana Grande. This is Jethro Tull, which my dad was like, this is very random, but I think this is from their own collection. And they were like, you should listen to it, I think you'd like it. And then we have Jerry and the Pacemakers. I actually don't know if I remember them, but I'm sure if I put it on, I'll probably remember. Maybe some of you who are my parents' age, because I know sometimes you comment that you're my parents' age, these will be albums that you had growing up. Portrait of Sinatra, 40 songs from the life of a man. I think this is a greatest hits kind of thing. It's got everything, and I love Frank Sinatra. I mean, who doesn't? So that's going to be a great one. And then Fleetwood Mac, Rumours. I think they got this one specifically because they know how much I love Fleetwood Mac. I think everyone of my generation does. I think it's because our parents loved Fleetwood Mac, so we all grew up listening to Fleetwood Mac especially, and I think lots of girls love Fleetwood Mac because obviously amazing Stevie Nicks. And that was just such a thoughtful present. I'm sure I got other things, like little things here and there, but that was what I got this Christmas. And then, because I know I got chocolate and stuff, and I'm sure Alex got me something else. Did he? I don't remember. I'll ask him. But if he did, it was little. This was his main present to me. This was my main present to Alex. I got this in the summer, and if you have any knowledge of golf, then you may recognise this, but this was where we went to university. It's St Andrews, and it is a painting of St Andrews in the snow. This is the old course, and it's a very iconic golf course, but it says St Andrews circa 1900-2000, the old bridge. This was found in a very random shop in Truro. There's like an antique shop next to Charlotte's Tea House, and there's loads of books and stuff. But if you go further in, there's a shop in there specifically dedicated to just golf memorabilia and antiques, including lots of pictures and prints. And I bought one in the summer that I think I must have shown you. And maybe I even showed you this. Maybe I was like, Alex is never gonna watch this, but maybe I didn't. Maybe I was like, no, I need to save this. But I got one which was just in the summer, and this one was just a bit more special because he said to me that he's never seen one in the snow before. Basically, I just thought it was quite romantic because we met in St Andrews and it's nostalgic. Alex is a very nostalgic person, and I just thought it'd be a very lovely thing to put on the wall and we can remember St Andrews, because we definitely walked along here in the snow once upon a time, and I just thought it was beautiful. Also, the frame is amazing, the way it's been mounted. So that was what I got him, and yeah, that was the general gist of what we got for Christmas. And I now can put these things away. That's one of the things I need to do, is put the books away. I'll leave the pictures here. Might go light a candle, but I'm gonna make some lunch or something. It's kind of like 2 o'clock, so it's a very late lunch, but it feels like it's dark. So we have a big salad of lots of different things: aduki beans, some salad leaves from Riverford, artichokes, kimchi, some leftover hummus from Christmas, avocado, and tomato and walnuts. Look at this beautiful festive scene. Bobby wrapped up, the fire on, and the last moments of the Christmas tree. I wish you could smell how good it is in here. This smells amazing. I'm very impressed by how this wreath lasted. It definitely lost its like brightness in green colour, but it didn't fall down. Just a couple times the oranges fell, but I will definitely do this next year. Right, so one thing I did just do is I cleared the fridge of alcohol. We had a couple beers left from Christmas because we're both doing dry January, except for my birthday. I do this every year, where I do dry January except for my birthday, and then I also usually carry it on. I tend to carry it on through February and March, and then only have drinks on a birthday. And it works really well. It means at the start of my year I'm not really drinking, and it kind of resets me and reminds me after Christmas when you drink a bit more. I'm excited to try these. These are the prebiotics that I got sent. So I'll start those from tomorrow from Deeply. The fridge does need a clean because it's had so much leftovers from Christmas. We've basically eaten everything from Christmas. We have loads of veg left because we've got a big Riverford delivery. So I'm going to make a curry tonight, I think. Do you reckon that's a good idea? It's kind of what I'm craving and it makes sense.
Right, yeah.
Well, we've got those curry, like those sauces.
Oh yeah. Have we run out of Thai paste?
Yes. Yeah. So I'm going to make like a broccoli. Well, I'll just basically use the vegetables in a curry with some tofu. This is Roxy's butternut box dog food. We've just got some stork, and this is literally all that's left. We've just got some vegan cheese that we had last night because we had a homemade pizza at my sister's, and then some New York City pastrami, and then like that Violife is the only cheese left from Christmas, and this smoked no salmon. I really want to actually use up lots of these condiments I've got. I think I've said this before, but there's just too many, and it actually annoys me because the fridge is just always so full of them and there's no space. So I'm gonna make the effort to use them in various recipes, like in sandwiches, and make sure that basically I just have what I need. So these ones are actually sensible. I always have these: whole grain mustard, lazy garlic, harissa, miso, galangal, ginger, more mustard, but it's Dijon. But I've just got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like more up there. I've got like 6 or 7 chutneys. I feel like it's something people gift you a lot. We have definitely collected some from this Christmas. And I've got like 2 misos for some reason. And then just like, yeah, duplicates of lots of condiments. And I like to store them in the fridge now because I'm paranoid about getting sick from gone off food. So that would be nice, but I'm really happy to go into the new year with like an empty fridge. I do need to go to the shop. Might do that tomorrow because it's all part of like resetting for the new year. So I might go to the natural store, yeah, and then nip into the greengrocers and just get some essentials and do my meal plan for the week. I'm definitely gonna probably for this month, use lots of recipes from my cookbook, just because it's nice to show you, and also I cook the food from my cookbook all the time anyway. Yeah, that's what I'll probably have this week. It's very nice walking through my hallway with all the lights. Little mini clear out, and it's looking better. Jars organised at the top, there's space because there's no alcohol there for drinks or other things, and then we basically got empty fridge ready to go shopping, and then all of our fruit and veg down the bottom. Our fridge is usually actually a lot fuller than this, but there's only 2 of us. In the future hopefully we'll fill it out a bit more, but it means I can go food shopping and stock it up with lots of yummy things. Gosh, my hair takes so long to dry. It still feels like it's soaking wet. I mentioned about New Year's resolutions, kind of, and I just don't want to go down the route this year of being too prescriptive or writing out too much and making it like a big thing. So instead, I wanted to just jot a few things down on my phone. Now, I might then write this down on a piece of paper, but basically I feel like if it's on my phone, then I can see it all the time. So the word of the year for me, I've decided, is going to be slow, because I'm a fast-paced person and I need reminding to be slow. I think slow living is really important. I think remembering not to get caught up in the rat race, chasing things for what reason. It just kind of helps you to reflect that life isn't just about working and achieving more and more and putting pressure on yourself and being productive. Life is about being with your family and enjoying your life and having hobbies and having things that fulfill you and fill your cup and make you feel like a full human being, make you feel intellectual. I know I'm someone who really craves to learn new things all the time, and I kind of suppress that. So I think slow is going to be a really helpful word for me to remind myself that everything I do can be slower and doesn't need to be fast or extreme. And then I've broken it down, and I'm just going to jot this down basically in January. That's another thing I want to do, is not be like it's the 1st of January so I have to write down all of my goals. Like, if that works for you right now, because it's worked for me in the past, that's wonderful. But if you're feeling like resistance to it, then maybe just try it where you're just like thinking in the back of your mind as we kind of move into spring. Because I even saw something today about how like doing your resolutions or thinking about change within the depths of winter, is that even very productive for us? Because nature is settling, nature is resting. Why are we all trying to change and grow and set these big manifestation goals? That should be done in the spring, like the spring equinox, when everything's coming to life again. That is the time to manifest. And that kind of like resonated with me. I was like, that makes so much more sense. I might just kind of, instead of doing this whole like, oh my God, it's a new year, kind of more thinking about in the coming months, having that reflection and starting to implement stuff in a slow way and in a considered way and in a balanced way. So with that in mind, here's just a few things that are on my mind. So the main thing I wanted to do is have like a kind of a New Year's resolution for like the whole year that's like a focus for me. And that is kind of related to slow. It's focusing on hobbies and, well, I want to phrase it properly, focusing on what I enjoy. No, I know what to say. Making time for what I enjoy. I have a bad habit, and I'm sure you are the same, of always telling myself, I don't have time for that. And it's just nonsense. You make time and you decide what your priorities are. So I want to make time for spending time with friends, spending time with family. We're all guilty of it, and I just want to prioritise that. I want to make time for reading, for listening to music, I want to get piano lessons again and singing lessons just for me, for no one else. I want to do gardening. I want to get outside. I want to exercise in a way that I enjoy. I want to just fill my year with focusing on what's going to make me feel happy and bring me enjoyment, because I think that's just going to fill my cup up, and then I'm going to be more likely to be productive within work, and everything else is just going to flow better. I'm not going to get burnt out. And that's kind of like going to be the goal every week, that I want to, with that in mind. It's important also to think about like specifics, is like making kind of like basically making time every day for something like it that's not to do with work and that's just for me. So making time for what I enjoy every day, I'll add that on the end. And that could be as simple as having a bath or watching TV, but like I don't want it to just be those things that are just like habitual. I want to expand it and maybe learn new skills and do things that make me happy and have that in my mind, because I feel like in the past it's always been work. So I've broken it down actually already. I put body, mind, spirituality, relationships, work, money. I'm not sure if I'm going to go into that much detail with these things because I don't know if I'm in the mood for it. For body, I want to get back into strength training because I haven't been doing it, and I mentioned this in Vlogmas, that I said to myself I'd quit the gym and I would just do workouts at home. I can't motivate myself to do that. I haven't done it. So I'm going to go back to the gym and strength train because I've done it consistently since like 2018, and it's been the one constant exercise I've always kind of kept up. So I'm going back to doing that, and walking, because I kind of let that go a bit too. Alex had been walking Roxy because I was busy with work. So I'm going to prioritise those things, because if you're an anxious person, then you probably already have figured out that exercise is an immediate way to calm your nerves. And I'm going to make time every day for that. Whether it's yoga, strength training, walking, doesn't really matter. And then if it's my time of the month, I don't have to do a thing at all. With that in mind, I had listened to the book about ultra-processed people, called Ultra-Processed People, in November, maybe. And it had a real impact on me because I realised that I had been eating a lot more processed foods, and there's nothing like inherently wrong with processed foods or ultra-processed foods in terms of in moderation. It's fine. It's just that I guess we live in a culture where it's very normalised to just eat convenience food all the time. And I don't want to do that. I notice that I don't feel very well when I do that. I get heartburn, I get stomachache, my digestion's not as good. You probably notice it too. I love to cook from scratch. It's not like I don't. Obviously, that's my job. I have that luxury to cook from scratch all the time and I love it. But I had noticed the convenience kind of having like vegan cheeses and vegan meats and just like things out of convenience were just creeping in, and I want to do less of that, because I also think it ties in with slow, the word. Taking the time to make things from scratch and enjoying that process brings you back to connect with food and connect with where it comes from, how it's made, so I can explore creativity with my cooking, and instead of buying a vegan cheese every week, I could make a different kind of vegan cheese from scratch. Or instead of buying vegan meat, I can make it. I've got a recipe in my cookbook, how to make seitan, and you can experiment with things like tofu and tempeh, and there's so many ways to just explore food and cooking that doesn't mean you're eating processed foods. And like I said, it's not like I'm probably the candidate for that book where I'm someone who's eating loads of ultra processed foods, because I think they're saying something like adults in the UK eat like 60%, or maybe it wasn't that much, maybe it was like 40 or 50%, but it was a high amount, and I was thinking, wow, okay, I definitely don't do that. But I was noticing it was happening more day to day. And again, I'm not here to trigger anybody or tell you that you shouldn't be eating processed foods, because everybody does, and it's enjoyable and it's delicious and all those things. It's more that I'm at an age now where I'm like, I want to think about the future and being healthy and taking care of my body, and that's my motivation to eat lots of delicious whole foods. There's no restriction involved in that. It's just like taking care and being mindful and being slow with my mindset, because convenience food in its design is convenient and fast, and we don't need that in 2024. I had wanted to connect a little bit more with spirituality this year. I'd mentioned my astrology chart, and things like self-care, mindfulness, yoga, meditation. I want to implement that and journaling into my day-to-day. Again, I'm not being prescriptive. I'm not saying I have to do this, that and the other every single day, but I just want to do that most days, whether that's, like I said, sitting and reading a self-help book that's going to make me reflect when I'm having breakfast, if I'm going to meditate that morning because I'm feeling a bit overwhelmed, if I'm going to yoga. I want to do more like sound baths and yoga and yoga nidra, where it's very slow, and just exploring that kind of connection to myself more this year. I would really, really love to do that every week, basically. I'm not going to say that it has to be every day, but every week I want to have something that involves that, even if it's literally like listening to the record player next door. And I think that's quite spiritual. I think music can be very spiritual to help you process emotions, just to sit there and absorb the music, maybe have a cry, maybe have a laugh, and just feel more connected to my body. And I even saw someone talk about somatic movement, where you like move and dance and let that energy out. Like, I would love to try that. Like, I could put the LP on and just have a boogie by myself or with Alex and release that anxious energy. And that was as far as I got. I'm gonna work through it in January. Like, I think this week I'll think of some work related things. I know with work this year I want to be more balanced and just do what I enjoy. Like, it's the same theme, and worry less about what everyone else is doing on social media, because it can be so overwhelming. It's so condensed. It's so dense now on the internet that it becomes very difficult to focus. So I think that's probably what my focus will be for work. Yeah, I think relationships, it will be seeing my friends more, doing more enjoyable things, maybe kind of trying to set up a more regular occasion that we can see each other, like that's always in the calendar, and we hopefully can make it. And if someone can't, they can't, but we try and like have those regular meetups with each other, do nice things together. What other things have I got on my list? I haven't got anything else on here, but I'll let you know if anything comes up for me. But yeah, I'm looking forward to the new year. There's a few things of residual New Year's resolutions that I've always done that I've let slip a bit, like leaving my phone downstairs. There have been more frequent times recently that I've been taking my phone to bed or using it in the morning, and I'd got into a amazing habit, literally I think since 2017 or 18, where I never had my phone in the room with me at bedtime, and I was so good at that because I just didn't want to, and I had no reason or desire, to be honest with you. If you keep it up, the pleasure of not having to look at your phone overtakes any desire to want to scroll. Like, it's miraculous, and I really want to keep that up again. But let me know what you're thinking of. I hope that was interesting to know what my focus is for the year, and I'm excited. I think that in January, with the kind of mindset of doing what I enjoy, I think the first thing that's on my mind, which I wanted to do last year, which I never got round to because I never prioritised it, was trying to find a piano and singing teacher, because music is something I enjoy so much and I've just let go, and it's something that has zero connection to my work. I don't have to show anybody, I don't have to play in front of anybody or sing in front of anybody. It can be just a confidence thing, an enjoyable thing that I can do just for me, and just get that fun from it that I hopefully will love. Maybe I'll do it and I won't like it, but I just think that that would be really great for me. So I'm gonna hopefully give that a go and put that in the calendar. I am now gonna make a cup of tea and start taking some Christmas decorations down, which I'm sure Alex will be quite sad about, but I'm just gonna focus on some of the like knickknacks around the house, and maybe some of the garlands. I kind of don't want to take the one down in the kitchen though. I might leave it there for winter because it's kind of like wintry. I've just sat here and changed my mind whilst reflecting on what I just said about being slow. Why am I taking the Christmas decorations down? It's dark outside, it's raining, I've just got out of the shower, my hair's wet, it's 4 p.m. on January the 1st. I'm gonna go read my book, and I'm gonna go get my book, and I'm going to read it and hopefully have a little nap, because it's about being slow. And what better on the 1st of January than to try and implement how you want the rest of the year to feel. And so yeah, I'm gonna just do the decorations tomorrow, bit by bit, this week. Who cares? Go Maddie, you're learning. good morning. I think I didn't vlog the rest of yesterday. Hopefully I've not got toothpaste on my mouth because I just cleaned my teeth. I fell asleep on the sofa and then we had curry and it was glorious. I'm so glad I made that decision to not do anything because it was one of the most relaxing and lovely sleeps. Roxy cuddled up to me and yeah, it was just such a nice way to spend the day. It is such bad weather and it's been such bad weather recently over Christmas. If you live in the UK, it has been constant wind and it's been relentless and it has made me not want to go outside whatsoever. I actually usually adore winter. I know loads of people hate winter because of getting sad as an SAD or just hating the longer nights and finding it depressing. I don't actually usually have that experience because I love the frost, I love the coziness of it. But this year I have been finding myself getting a bit miserable by it because it's so windy and rainy, which isn't that usual. I feel like you have that occasionally, but it really has been intense and it's kind of like, oh, I just want it to not be, can you hear it? It's like every day in this house, you can hear the wind howling through the chimneys and I just don't want to go outside. It makes me sad. Anyway, it is a new start to the work life and I'm feeling so nervous about it. I kept on thinking about it yesterday and I was like, out of sight, out of mind, Maddie, because it is really nerve-wracking going back to work. And I think because I'm my own boss, it's that added pressure of I can't just go back in and kind of be business as usual. I suppose I can, but it's this pressure on my mind that I have to organise everything and think of what's happening basically, which is fine, but I just feel a bit like ugh about it. So I've woken up a bit too late today. I set my alarm and I didn't wake up because obviously I'm not used to getting up. I've been just relaxing this Christmas, and at the start I was still waking up at my usual time of like 6:30ish, and then it sort of crept to 7, and then it kind of crept to 7:30. Now I'm like naturally waking up at like 7:30, 7:45. And I need to get back to waking up because now it's 8:20 and I'm usually at the gym getting on with my day. So I quite like to do a little bit of work before I start, just so I feel like I've done something, so that I feel like I'm organising my mind. So I'm going to basically just look at my calendar, have a little look at my emails, answer any emails that are kind of, I guess, ones I could answer just quickly, and then create just a short to-do list. Looks like we actually haven't got too many emails over Christmas that I have to deal with. We've got like a separate inbox for my manager and brother-in-law Tom. He works part-time just dealing with brand deals and management of brand deals, that kind of thing. And it looks like we have got a few emails, but it looks like he's read them. So he's on that and he would tell me. So I'm just gonna write a list. I used to have a calendar, like a to-do book, what do you call it, a diary. And I stopped using it at the end of the year because it felt like there was too many things. There was like Google Calendar, there was Trello, there was just like a notepad, and it was just my brain was split in too many places. And so I decided to just create a to-do list on my notes calendar on my computer, which also then can be read on my phone. I mean, it's not ideal. Like, I might go back to using a notepad, but I don't know. I do find some of these systems like Google Calendar, Notion, Trello, the admin of them overwhelms the just need for a to-do list, because I feel like I was just not using it in Vlogmas because it was very busy. So I was just like, I just have to focus on what I'm doing today. Anyway, I'm really rambling at you. So I'm just gonna basically just go through what I have to think about this today. And maybe that's a positive thing. Maybe the reason I liked doing it on my little notes app is because it does make me focus on today. Whereas with a calendar and a diary, it was making me feel overwhelmed by the week ahead and all the other stuff that's going on. So I'm just gonna get on with, and oh look, I've got my brand deals on here too, and I found that very helpful visually to see it all in one page. so I can delete December and I know what's coming up in January. Oh my gosh, I'm having to write the date as 24. 02/01 24. What the heck? What? What do you mean? What?
It's like I'm in a TV show.
Why?
Yeah, you come down and then like a breakfast party and out top.
That's why I wanted to sit here, because I don't ever sit here, and I thought, what a nice place to sit to work.
Yeah, nice.
Because I was thinking if I had a routine, it could be that I sit and do work here until I go to the gym.
I just need to find my trainers.
Are you actually going to come with me?
Yeah.
Well, you don't need to rush, because I was thinking that I've only just woken up and I feel quite tired, so I'm going to just write a to-do list and reply to one email. Good morning from our washing hands, Alex. So I feel a bit better about my little list. It's not going to be an exclusive list. Exclusive, is that the right word? The only downside of doing a list like this is in a book, you can tick it off and it stays there. So it's like you've achieved it. Whereas on this, you kind of have to like delete it. Though maybe I ought to just leave it there for the week and only delete it in the new week. So it feels like I've achieved all this stuff this week. Anyway, I've kind of looked at things and I feel clearer in my mind and I actually feel better for it. So I know the things I have to focus on that are important this week. A few business admin things, book promotion things, kind of new year stuff like content plans. But I kind of loosely know what I'm doing anyway because obviously my book came out. I had an idea of the stuff that I would want to be creating in January and I know that I'm going to be off doing things. So yeah, we're going to London next week, is it? Bloody hell. Next week. So I need to organise travel and accommodation for that kind of stuff. So I feel clear in my mind and me and Al are going to go to the gym because he wants to come with me. He doesn't normally come with me, but I've said to him I promise he can do his own thing because I think he hates when I do a workout with him and get bossy. I'm like, do this, do that as your personal trainer. I think you hate that. Wait, you're having a proper meal?
I'm having a sausage.
You're having a sausage?
Yeah.
Okay. Workout's
Yo,
done.
yo, yo. Welcome back.
How's your workout?
A lot. I'm not fit.
Out of 10?
What, enjoyment or difficulty?
Summary.
Not bad. I think it's like they have the TV on next to the treadmills, so there's always like depressing news, which so I didn't enjoy that, but I did some good rowing.
Yeah, I saw that. Alex, also you yo-yoed me the whole time. So I was downstairs for about 25 minutes, 30 minutes. And then the second I come upstairs, he went back downstairs.
That's what you said we should do.
But why?
You said
was that a coincidence or did you do that deliberately?
You said we were on a break. No, I literally just finished my rowing. You came up and I thought, okay, I'll sort of linger around so she doesn't think I'm immediately going downstairs. But I was going to go downstairs and do the machines.
I did a leg workout and I'm kind of slightly regretting it because last time I did a leg workout, that exact one,
Couldn't go up the stairs.
I literally had DOMS for about 4 days and we were in London and I couldn't walk. It was hell. So I really hope that doesn't happen this time. But also it could have been because I went straight to London and didn't exercise. So I'm going to keep going to the gym.
You should be fitter now.
I don't know, I think it's those kettlebell swings with like a 12 kilogram. They were really hard. Kettlebells just make it so much more challenging. We're going to go for a walk now and go to the beach. Is that where we're going to go?
I can't think of anywhere else.
Yeah. The day is slowly but surely running away from us. It's now 11. We just went to visit my parents to say Happy New Year because we were nearby and it's 11. I've not had breakfast, I've only had a protein shake and we've not walked Roxy.
Good stuff.
And what are we going to have for lunch? Have we got leftovers?
Just going to have a big lunch instead of breakfast.
just a little windy. I have just come home to the most insane news of my entire career. Like, I actually can't, I feel like I'm like a bit shaky, like I'm in shock. So my publishers just emailed and said that over Christmas, over Christmas, so they only know about this now because everyone's been off for Christmas, so obviously you don't have access to your work emails over Christmas, but they've said that Make It Vegan, I'm going to put a picture here, was published, sorry, Make It Vegan, I can't speak, Make It Vegan was advertised on Amazon's billboard at Penn Station in New York from the 28th of December, which is when it was released, to the 31st, and it appeared for approximately 8 seconds every 12 minutes throughout those 4 days. And they've sent some pictures through. Like, that is the most insane accomplishment for Amazon to pick that. I can't get my head around it. For Amazon Books to choose that as a book to advertise on their billboard. My face has been on a billboard in New York. Are you joking? Are you joking? Alex, what the hell? My face has been on a billboard in New York. Good job you can't hear him. Oh my God. What is my life? What is my life? Are you serious?
I feel bad for the people who work there. Those poor New Yorkers.
Oh my God. What? That is so cool. That is like the most so like when you write a book, obviously you have a publicist who will try and get you in magazines, on television, in podcasts, radio, and I went through that process with my previous book, and I've been in I think a couple magazines. I know I was in Vegan Food and Living, but like they want to get your book out there and advertised in some way. This is like an insane achievement for someone to pick that up, but I guess because of Veganuary. But it could lead to other things, because if Amazon Books want to celebrate it in America, because I think the publication date is the 16th of January, then that's so positive. I just can't get my head around the fact that's happened.
So when you were looking at your phone, why were you going, oh?
Because it was a photo of you I saw.
Oh right, I was like, that's a pretty understated reaction.
Honestly. What the hell? I need to just go away and process this for a second. Wow. Feeling fresh now, had a shower, put a bit of makeup on, got dressed. Nothing new here, got my Naked Generation dress on, and this jumper I've had for like at least 5 or 6 years, and then Christmas socks that I got that are nice and fluffy. I'm still like processing that I was on a billboard. I'm gonna sit and do some work now with a cup of tea and an apple. What do I want? I don't have any I want to do some baking because this week, because I don't have any like sweet things. So I might make something for my book. What should I make, Alex? Because we're going to go to the shop. I need to do like a meal plan. Could make a carrot cake.
Let's look.
Ooh, chocolate shortbread. Orange chocolate shortbread.
Yeah.
Is that what you want?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll make some of those this week and show you. Probably in the next video. Or it would be on Shorts or Instagram. But yeah, just got to do a few work things. I kind of want to get a loose content calendar for the month, and and decide what I'm posting this week for like Instagram, TikTok, that kind of stuff, and then do a meal plan because we're gonna go to the shop. But I really want to do the Christmas decorations, so maybe I'll just get him to go so we can multitask, we'll see. I quite enjoyed sitting here earlier because it's like I'm like having to sit up. I have got into the bad habit of going into the living room or the garage, especially over Vlogmas. I suppose I wouldn't call it a bad habit. It was adapting to the situation, because if you're vlogging every day and you're having to like obviously make interesting content every day, you can't be sitting at your desk in an office all day long. So I would just in the morning be in my pajamas editing and doing my work before I would start my day and do fun things for the videos. But this is quite nice. I feel like this is gonna make me focus, sit down. I have decided as well, this is another thing I'm gonna try and keep up, and it doesn't have to be a like, I don't know, it's like a loose idea. I saw a TikTok which was talking about things that she'd learned from her mum, and one of them was that her mum always got ready for the day. And made herself look glam. Like, I'm not saying I'm gonna make myself look glam every day, but I do think that working at home gives you the opportunity to just stay in your pajamas, you feel gross, and mentally that can like affect you if you don't do your skincare, if you don't have a shower. And lots of you probably know that's kind of like a symptom of things like depression and anxiety and like, I guess, feeling overwhelmed. So I am gonna really try and make the effort, especially because I don't know why, I guess it's the comfort of my home, but I think like, oh, I'm not going to work, but I am. I'm literally showing up to tens of thousands of people who are watching me. When you go to an office, you're showing up to an office of, I don't know, 30 people or something. So I don't know why I think that like I shouldn't get myself ready for the day when I'm showing up to quite a lot of people who are watching me. So I'm gonna try and do that this year, where during the work week, I get myself up. I don't have to put makeup on, that's not the point. It's more get out of my pajamas, get into some clothes, wash my hair, wash my face, just like have that ritual, because it could easily fall to the wayside when you are working at home. And I really feel like Vlogmas, I did that because I was showing up on camera every day and it made a difference. Makes me feel motivated. I've laid a dog. I've laid a little chicken. My shopping list is complete and I'm filming a cute little video for YouTube of 3 easy vegan recipes, which will be recipes from my book. So we're making some firecracker tofu nuggets, some pizza toast, and some, what was the last recipe? My brain has gone blank. I've written it down though. And the 15-minute stir fry. So I love to do these recipes in Veganuary because I know that when I went vegan, I really was not interested in the extra long recipes or the complicated things. I kind of was just like, please, can somebody tell me what to eat? So that's what I'm going to film tomorrow. And then for the rest of the week, what I do is this basically. So I have meal plan at the top. I've tried so many different methods. I go through phases, whether I write it on paper, I use an app, or I just go straight back to this. And actually in my cookbook, I have a whole section at the front all about meal planning and kind of explaining my method and the apps that I've used in the past and how I do it that way. Or if you want to do it pen and paper, how to do it with your shopping list, your kitchen equipment, all of it. I kind of give you a little rundown. But today, and the way I'm doing it currently, is I write down breakfast, lunch, dinner. I think of a few breakfasts, but generally me and Alex have similar things. Like I will have porridge and or protein shake with yogurt or something. And Alex generally has Huel and toast. So he's going to make a loaf of bread today. So this week we're going to have vegan omelette as one extra recipe because I kind of thought that'd be fun to have. And porridge, that's also in my book. And then we've got leeks left over from Christmas. So I'm going to make a leek and potato soup. And then for dinners, it's the firecracker tofu I mentioned. We're going to have that with wedges and peas. We're making spaghetti this evening. Look at this lovely dappled light. And I'm going to have it with some courgette. And then a roasted veg risotto because we've got parsnip and swede left from Christmas and loads of risotto rice. So we can just make a really simple risotto and roast all that vegetable up. And then a jackfruit curry because we've got a tin of jackfruit in the drawer and I'll have it with sweet potato and coconut milk and some Thai curry paste, I think. Got quite a long list actually this week because there's quite a few things we've run out of. So we need to grab those. But I think Alex is going to go and do that shop. And I am going to take some Christmas decorations down because that's what I'm feeling like I want to do. I just want to feel clear and reset. But I will show you all of the food when it gets back home. Okay, I feel so good now I have planned my calendar for this month. So if you look at this, basically this is like an overview of how I do everything. So I have like recurring habits on here, like end of week check-ins, weekly team meetings, weekly finance checks. And then I have different colours for different things. So for example, we've got orange for shooting. So today and yesterday I'm shooting my New Year's reset. Tomorrow I'm going to do those recipes. And then at the end of this week, we're going to be doing some renovating, like touch-ups, basically just sharing what the plans are for this year, the hallway, that kind of thing. So that's the plan for filming this week. In the red is YouTube. So I have actually changed my upload days. I'm going to be uploading 3 times a week, at least for January. If it doesn't work and it's too much, I will go back to 2 days. But we're going to be doing Wednesday, Friday, Sunday at 5 p.m. So my first video of the year is going up tomorrow, and then we have our beginner recipes for Veganuary and then a new year of renovating. These titles are just kind of like preliminary titles and I often change them, but it kind of is the idea in place. In the green is tasks. I love these because you can tick them off. I have recurring tasks like plan TikToks and reels because I prefer to do these weekly. I find if I do them too far in advance, I change my mind, trends come in that I want to do, I move plans around, I decide what I'm filming, and it just has never worked for me to do short form content planned in advance. I find long form content really easy to plan in advance, but short form for me, I just prefer to do it more off the cuff because I just feel like that fits the vibe of what short form content is. So I've plotted those for this week and that's in the purple. So we've got a few recipes. Basically, lots of my shorter form content, you probably noticed, is kind of a version of my longer form, just so I can maximize my time. So things like a New Year's post, because I actually haven't posted yet this year. These are leftover ones that I just plonked there. I need to like move them from last year. And then tomorrow I'm going to be doing, I've seen these all over Instagram, like 1 year from my window, 1 year in my garden. I thought I could just do kind of like a summary of each month. We've got some recipes and then I want to go see my book at some point this week in person and share that online as well. We've got a meeting here with Charlie and Tom on Thursday just to have like a New Year tete-a-tete. Alex gave me that title. Just to kind of refresh for the year, decide what we're up to, what needs doing, what our goals are, what the kind of business plan is, etc. And yeah, we've got things like appointments and just, this is how I like to do it. And then reminders like this, Nest direct debit is my pension direct debit that goes out for me and my employees. And then VAT tax return deadline, I put all my deadlines for any financial things also in my calendar. And I just add to it basically as the weeks go on. And it just really, really helps me to have a visual version. And I obviously by now know which colours mean which things, and I don't forget things and things don't get left. And I also have been doing this thing where I will put a to-do list of stuff on the calendar because my the people who work with me, so they can see what basically I need and it's just there. So if I think of it at 6 a.m, I don't need to message them. I can just pop it on the calendar and they'll see it when they look. Starting to feel a bit sad in here. I just saw on Instagram a reminder to tell you that I am going to be hosting an event at Waterstones in Truro on the 16th of January at 7 p.m. If you want to get tickets, I'll leave a link below. For all of my Cornish dwellers or Devon dwellers, if you want to come from Devon, then you can meet me in person, have a little conversation, and just talk about all things veganism, veganuary, and just get to meet you. It'd be so lovely to meet some of you. I think it's £5 for general admission and then £3 if you're a member with Waterstones. So go have a little look, and I'm really looking forward to these kinds of events. I will share them all with you, so just keep an eye on Instagram mostly for where I will be announcing these kinds of things, so you make sure you can get your tickets. And yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Now I need to tackle the living room. I'm probably gonna try and get this garland off and focus on that first, and then I need to get the boxes really before I start doing the tree, otherwise it's going to become difficult.
This, because I was thinking it would be good for me to have that for lunches, and I didn't realise it was on offer. Plus, it has like pea protein, so it's almost like a vegan bolognese sauce.
Alex was just showing me this that he got from Mutty. Vegan bolognese with pea protein as a quick lunch. I'm going to quickly show you what we've got for our week.
Exciting.
Alex's other contribution, orange squash, Robinson's. So from Sainsbury's we've got chestnut mushrooms and shiitake mushrooms. This was for either the omelette, the stir fry, so both. Cherry vine tomatoes, some chilies and some pak choi also for the stir fry. I'm gonna get some cabbage from the garden because the remainder of the cabbage needs to be harvested. We've got coriander, some spinach, that will be for this looks quite, I hate when it looks like wet like that, but this is for my omelette. We've got courgette, we're having this tonight, so I'll leave that out. I'm gonna like grill it. Spring onion. We've got loads of different noodles, probably because he wasn't sure which ones, but we always have noodles, but this will be for the stir fry. Udon and soba. I really like this brand, Yutaka, and I tend to get these ones over other ones because they're just really good. Some coriander, some salsa Alex has picked up.
Oh, nice. Reduced to clear.
Oh, very nice. We've got sweet potato. I'm going to make like a jackfruit curry, which if it turns out nice, I might make it into a recipe. And then some red peppers. We already have garlic, but that's good to top up. The battery died, but I'm going to continue to show you what I've got. So courgettes, we're having that tonight. I think I showed you the peppers. Alex got another noodle, I think, because he was unsure which ones were best for the recipe. And then we've got some more exotic mixed mushrooms for the stir fry. Some sesame seeds. We've run out of sesame seeds, so I've got a top up. We picked up some more mixed herbs. These were from the natural store. Some chili powder, because we've run out of that too. And then we've got potatoes. I'm gonna make a potato and leek soup, and then we're doing firecracker tofu nuggets with wedges. And then we've got some durum wheat pasta and some normal spaghetti. We're gonna have one of these this evening.
That was supposed to be linguine.
I think, yeah, they're very similar packaging, this brand.
Pretty sure it was in the linguine pile.
Oh, yeah. And then we've got a top up of some of the seeds. I'm gonna order some more online when these run out, because these are kind of small packets, but brown linseeds, seed mix, sunflower seeds, and sesame seeds. And then we've got some Flavins organic jumbo oat, and then Alex picked up some mayonnaise, which we've just run out of, and this is good because it's in the glass jar. I actually don't really like mayonnaise, but it's quite useful for sandwiches if you're like frying them. Life hack, put mayonnaise on the outside and it makes them go crispy. And then we've got a stock up of olive oils and rapeseed oils. We just kind of run out of all of them, so he's got some, ooh, unfiltered, and then extra virgin. Then we've got some balsamic vinegar. Did we run out of that?
I finished it yesterday.
Rapeseed oil, which is great if you get British cold pressed rapeseed oil. It's actually environmentally very good. And then we've got loads of tofu and basmati rice to stock up on.
That's on offer if you're in the UK. That's
in Sainsbury's?
£1.25.
Oh, wow.
That's the cheapest I've seen. It must be veganuary.
Ah, yeah, so I'm gonna make spaghetti, and I did run out of time with the Christmas decorations. I think we'll put them in the attic and we'll do the Christmas tree another day. So I will see you in my next vlog. Hit the thumbs up if you enjoyed. There's lots of fun veganuary content to come. Yeah, I've got so much veganuary content coming, and I'm gonna be uploading Wednesdays, Fridays, and Sundays for the foreseeable, unless I decide that's too much, but I think it would be fine. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to this month. Hopefully some of you are doing veganuary or just trying to eat more vegan food this month. You don't have to do veganuary, you can just try and eat more vegan food if that's something you're interested in. Give it a go, and I will see you in my next video. Bye. Just started cooking and realised I forgot to show you the stuff from the natural store. Got natural coconut yogurt from the Coconut Collab, some Thai red curry paste, 2 tins of organic coconut milk, and then some silken tofu. I'm not sure what that's for. Oh, that's for the, wait, what's that for? I don't know. And then some yeast, and that is everything. See you in the next video.